What up YouTube, MooseCow here with another Kings and Kaisers video. This time I'm showing off the starting setup of the board, as well as just talking about our upcoming YouTube war. Now some of you know, Madman and myself have done a couple YouTube wars in the past between just ourselves, but this will be the first YouTube war with us and other players. So we are looking at a 6-player YouTube war, and Madman and myself are kind of taking back seats to the opposing sides and kind of letting other people play with our train set, so to speak. That's been kind of how I've been phrasing it. But anyway, Mr. Scrubert, our good friend Mr. Scrubert, he will be playing the Austria-Hungary. And also, if they come into play, he'll play the Soviets. Our good friend Jinx, who we did a podcast with regarding Kings and Kaisers, he will be playing Germany, or the German Empire. And I myself will be playing the Ottoman Empire. As for the Allies, oh yeah, and also we have the Republic of China over here. Originally I was going to play it, but we might hand it off to Mr. Scrubert, so we'll see about that. But anyways, one of us will also be playing the Republic of China, and we maybe will change hands with it depending on who's available, because it is a very small portion of everything. And then for the Allies, we have Prussian Gamer will be playing the US, as well as the Russian Empire. And he might now be playing the Empire of China. Originally, we were going to have it between Madman and myself playing the opposing Chinese factions. But again, just to give people more of a chance to play as much as possible, I think we're now talking about letting Prussian Gamer play that. Or maybe, you know, whoever will be is available will do whichever Chinese faction, basically, just to get the ball rolling on that. And then Madman will also be doing the end of the round recap videos as well. Madman will be playing France as well as Italy. And Ironsides will be playing the British Empire and the Empire of Japan. Empire of Japan looks very small for the time being, but grows to be quite a menace against the Central Powers, and it's really cool to see just the beginning of the expansion of Japan, you know, leading up to World War II and stuff. So it's kind of cool. It's kind of cool in this game just to see Japan start to really blossom. Granted, they already had like a few territories, but this is really where things start to take off, and they take away the German territories and stuff in the Pacific. It's really cool. But yeah, so this is the starting setup pretty much. What else? We got a good hefty amount of stuff in Africa. We got a lot of Russian stuff spread about. We've added a few more pieces to the within reason to the out-of-box starting setup of a few things, and swapped a few things where appropriate, but for the most part, it doesn't drift too far. You can see we have Zeppelins. I don't know what Jinx plans to do with them just yet, but I got one loaded with bombs and one marked as an air transport. They can do either. I just don't know what he's going to be doing with them yet. Anyway, looking over here, this is just to show off, this is my income tracker cigar box and task force marker set. I got the task force markers here, so basically, if you're unfamiliar with this, you know, just kind of for flavor, here's an Austrian roundel, right? That's magnetized. All these are magnetized. You throw that on there, and then you have like a matching roundel with a ring around it from HPG, and like if you have it there, whatever on that coordinates to here, right? So, and it's kind of fun. I'll probably be using that for my board. So just as a heads up, I got my I Will Never Grow Up poker chips. These tech chips are very, very nice to play with for our field technology tokens. And then we have our victory point tracker here, and because I have this to save table space a little bit, I will not be using this income tracker, but I got my political situations cards spread out amongst it to kind of make use of the space. Got my victory point cards, a little field technology card reference over here, remaining like unit cards over there. I got my manual, a little banker's light to give us some more light over here. And then I got the battle board right there. Got some dice. And speaking of which, what the colors of the dice mean, I don't have hit dice for this because I like the micro dice, but ones are white, greens are twos, blacks are threes, reds are fours, and the yellows are for poison gas. So, so you can differentiate them and stuff. These are my dice trays over here. These are my combat markers. So, like if we want to take out the French fleet, there we go. You know, the orange has pretty good contrast. Over here, I got my odds and ends boxes with chips and stuff and markers. Got my field technology up here. We have improved naval mines, minefields, poison gas, machine guns, trench works and barbed wire, and then military bases and naval ports. And you can see the respective HPG pieces in there. Then I got the chips, and I'm kind of doing an experiment. I actually have 3 sets of chips. Now, granted, when 1914 is going to get reissued, supposedly they're going to add more chips. I don't remember how many. But right now I'm playing with 2 sets of chips to see if what I have is enough. If I really do need to keep on to this 3rd bag of chips. Because it was after I got the 3rd bag of chips that I thought to use the 1942 gray chips, which is what I'm using for the true neutral minor powers, not the aligned minor powers and stuff. So that's a nice little visual element of mine that I do that's quite nice. So yeah, so Persia is gray. Let's see, Belgium, while aligned, see it's still blue, you know, so allied. Bulgaria is red since it's central power aligned. Same with Mexico and Chile down here, and Brazil and Cuba, for instance, are aligned. Anyway, so that's that. And then I have, of course, my build plates and from HPG and National Objective, so I'll be using those as well. Now, since I am playing Ottoman Empire, that's why I have chips out for them. I was going to play China. We'll see if I still am going to play China, but anyway, that's why I just have chips out for the Ottomans. And then, of course, I got my war chest over here with my boxes for each nation. And then I got the Soviets over here and the China box, if that comes into play. Or, sorry, if this will come into play. We'll see if the Soviets come into play. And if they do, I got a build plate for them over here. And I also have that's another China one. It's another China one. I also have this Imperial German naval build plate because I like that flag a lot, personally. I'm not really sure why this is here. Yeah, get rid of that. Anyway, what else? Yeah, then we got our usage of some roundels is the turn tracker and the turnaround tracker in the Sahara. Make use of that gigantic impassable space. And then here's the reference for my dice, 1, 2, 3, 4, like I said. I, of course, also have convoy markers in each zone, whether it's disrupted or not. Kind of ludicrous to have these all on the board. You do not need to have all these on the board. I just like to have them on the board so that you don't have to dig them out, put them down, dig them out, put them down. They're there on the board, you know. And seeing like a little bit of orange underneath is a nice little visual reminder to flip it if you need to, you know. Anyway, so there's that. And yeah, looking forward to playing this. This game is awesome. I'm not just saying that because I'm one of the designers. When we play this game, we have a lot of fun. A lot of crazy stuff happens, but kept within reason and stuff. So, yeah, just a lot of fun. Real proud of this. We've added a few things where appropriate and changed things around where appropriate as well from the out-of-box 1914 and stuff. It is not your grandfather's 1914. No, sir. For instance, we've changed Bulgaria. Bulgaria is now Austro-Hungarian aligned, not Ottoman aligned. We've also changed the border of Bulgaria so that it actually touches the Mediterranean, which is appropriate and accurate. We've changed what else? Like Belgium, for instance, in the out-of-box game is French aligned. It should be British aligned. Same with Portugal. So all this stuff is all that colony stuff. Belgium, Congo, Angola, Portuguese, East Africa. It's all British aligned. We have the Azores over here too. What else? Expanding from the out-of-box map, which was 1914, which was just Europe and Africa, a sliver of the U.S., and right up to basically there, so including India. We expanded the whole world. We also, Madman did a huge revision on the C-zone numbers, so the C-zones are really easy to, figure out what's where. Starting in the Atlantic, we got C-zone 1, and it works its way down, and then up again, up to C-zone 24. And then the Baltic Sea is 25 and 26, and then we go to the Mediterranean at 27, pick up from there, go up to the Black Sea, C-zone 34, and then come down to the Indian Ocean. The Caspian Sea is C-zone 35. And then down to the Indian Ocean, 36, into the Pacific, and then wrapping around to the far end of the Pacific, ending at C-zone 75. Pretty cool. So if you say C-zone whatever, it's very easy to say, very easy to figure out where that is. So on and so forth. And I think that about covers it pretty much. Very excited to get this game going. We've been chomping at the bit to get another Kings and Kaisers game going for some time. Just looking forward to it. This is going to be a lot of fun, guys. Looking forward to see other people, what they do with our game, so on and so forth, and go from there pretty much. Not sure what else to say at this point, but this is going to be a lot of fun, guys. I'm looking forward to it, even though I'm just playing the Ottomans. Maybe I'll play China, maybe whoever will play China, but I'm just playing the Ottomans, and it's going to be fun to see what else everybody does with this game. Really looking forward to it. I'm kind of spinning in circles at this point as to what else to say, but this is going to be fun, and it's really cool to just see our creation set up, and just in action. This game is really cool, guys. All right, so anyway, enough of that. Hopefully get the game going tomorrow and go from there, but hopefully I roll the dice better, because Lady Luck can be quite cruel, so we'll see, especially in this game. So until then, be prepared for chaos.